Yes, yes. You know, I don't, I don't have enough time. Um, I can't do it. There's no way I can do it. I don't have enough time for that. I'm not gonna have enough time, man. I really wish I could, man, but I got so much going on, man. Uh, I tried, but I didn't have enough time, and I mean, you know how it is, man. Like life is crazy, man. Like I mean, honestly, I wish there were more hours in a day. Those are things that we say to each other. Those are things that we say to ourselves. Those are things. Those are excuses that we use when we don't want to do something, or when we want to make it seem as if we don't have enough time to do things, right? And I remember a quick little story of when I used to work for the state of Connecticut. I was a judicial marshal, and I worked at the courthouse in Stamford, Connecticut. And I remember standing by the metal detectors at the front end of the courthouse in the morning one day. And I remember one of my colleagues saying to me, "Yo, Eddie, and this is around the time when I was doing a lot of community work and working at 9 to 5. And I remember him saying to me, "Yo, Eddie, I saw that thing you were doing last night. That was pretty cool." And I was involved in a pageant and whatever, some stuff, right? Not really important. But the important part was that he was like, "Hey, like I love what you were doing. By the way, I don't know how you do it." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, I don't know how. Like, where do you find the time when you get out of here to do all those things? Like, you're always posting things." And I was like, "Well, what do you do?" And he was like, "Honestly, like when I get out of work, I pretty much go home and like I'm done. Like I'm done for the night. Like, I'll see my kid for a little bit, watch some TV and kind of knock out." And I was like, "Well, the way I do it is that I just use my time differently." And what I told him, I said, "Listen, I said, there really is 24 hours in a day. And you have 24 hours and I have 24 hours. I just use my 24 hours differently, and it clicked at that moment. Like when I said it, I was like, oh crap, like I just said that. And it clicked because what it was really, it's just a matter of taking your time and using it more wisely, right? Using it in a way that's going to benefit you more. And I'm not saying that some people use time better than others. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, we have to make happiness our priority, right? That needs to be the priority. Happiness needs to be the priority. And I understand there's bills to pay and there's things that need to be done, right? And so we have to work. But the question really comes in what do we do in a time when we're not working, right? We're sleeping 6 to 8, 9 hours a night, right? And that's fine. But there's 24 hours. And so what are you doing with those other 16 hours, right? If you're spending 8 hours working and maybe, I don't know, 2 hours in traffic, then we're talking about 6 hours now where we can be doing those things that we're saying we don't have enough time for. That that we can't fit it in. And so it's all a matter of that. And this message today goes out to anybody who is unhappy and who is finding that, man, like they don't have enough time in a day. Well, I have the way to make you more time in a day. And that's to prioritize things that are more important to you. Like those things that are important to you, do those things more of the time. Use your time wisely in that way. And now that will bring happiness. Because what happens is when we sit here and we make excuses for why we don't have time to do things, we're essentially just inviting unhappiness into our life. Because most of us, unfortunately, we don't exactly enjoy our 9 to 5, right? And so if we don't enjoy our 9 to 5, then those hours when we're out of a 9 to 5, those are the hours that we have to use to do those exciting things, to work on those things that really bring us happiness. But we don't. And so what we do is that we tend to kind of like put our passions on the back burner. We push it to the side and we say, we don't have enough time for that. But we do. It's just that in our eyes and in the eyes of others, if it's not bringing in income, and if it's not bringing in value, we feel like they're not worthy of our time. But yet we do things that don't bring us value in that time that we could be using for those things, right? And the truth of the matter is, one of the best values you could bring to your life is happiness. And how do you get the happiness? You get the happiness by doing those things that you love to do, by working on your passion. And 9 times out of 10, that passion project, that passion thing that you love to do, it's not gonna bring you money right away. It's not gonna bring income right away. But guess what? Because you love to do it, you still do it without getting paid. And so why not just spend some of the time when we're not working for money and work on that passion, work on those things that we like to do, right? And I get it. Maybe you haven't found your passion yet. But guess what's the best way to find your passion? Guess. Did you guess? Well, listen, I believe that the best way for you to find your passion is to do more things that you like to do. You keep doing more things that you like to do, and you're eventually going to fall into that one that really, gives you the goosebumps. You're like, oh my God, I love this. right? It's like when if you're a homeowner, when you're looking for your house, you're looking for your house, and you're working with your realtor, and you're going, city to city, and whatever. And when you walk into that house, you knew that was the one. You walked in, you're like, oh, this is it. Oh, but that thing, I don't care if that's broken. I'll fix it. Oh, but we have to, whatever. I'll do whatever it takes. This is it. Well, that's what it is. It's like me asking you, what's your favorite dish? What's your favorite dish? What's your favorite meal? Whatever, right? You can't tell me what your favorite dish is if you haven't tried different dishes. And so it goes the same thing with your passion and with your purpose. You have to try different things. And so let's use this time wisely to do those things that we like to do, because they bring us happiness, and they're going to get you on that journey to really figuring out what that purpose, discovering that purpose. So please, let's stop making these excuses of, I don't have time, I can't do it, I don't have enough time. No, we have time. It's just a matter of us making it a priority. And so what's the priority in your life? What's important in your life? I made a commitment to make 100 videos in 100 days. Right here. That's what you're watching. You're watching part of my 100 videos in 100 days. This is video number 4. Please subscribe and like this video, by the way. Just saying, right? But I made that commitment, and so now I have made it a priority that I'm gonna record one video and edit it every day so that I can post it on my page. Sure, I could probably like mass kind of like film, right, and just do it that way. But I want to do it this way because I really want to prove to myself that I can do it, and that's what it's all about, guys. It's all about figuring out, okay, what's my priority? What's my priority? And after you find that priority, I want you to please hold yourself accountable. And I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means you're going to tell your wife about it, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your son, your mother. I don't know who you're going to tell about it, right? But perhaps that means that you tell somebody about it and they help to hold you accountable, right? My wife, I pick her up from work and she says, hey, babe, do you do that video? That's not accountability. I don't want to tell her, nah, babe, I fell out after 4 videos. No, I want to tell her, no, I did it and I posted it. And I got some views. Like, let's go. Like, you know what I mean? And so I don't know if you're strong enough to hold yourself accountable, or perhaps you have to get an accountability a partner, right? Maybe you have to get a coach, right? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you have to get a coach, right? Maybe that coach will help you stay accountable. But really stay accountable to those things that you want to do, and you will find that the time will appear for you, because when it's something that you love to do, that time shows up. That time is there. And you know it already, because when there's things that you like to do, man, that time comes up. That UConn game last night, man, I don't care what was happening. You was watching that, but not me though. I'm a wrestling fan, so it was WrestleMania over the weekend. So last night, I ain't watching no UConn. I'm watching WrestleMania. I'm watching Raw after WrestleMania. That's just it, right? Because that's what I love. And so I'm going to find time for that. And so you have, and so the idea is that if you want more time in the day, because this is what this video is about. How do I find more time in a day? Well, you have to prioritize those things that make you happy. You have to, and I want to just kind of sneak this in here real quick. I saw a post this morning where someone said something to the effect of, nowadays you have to work a 9 to 5 and at least 1 or 2 other streams of income. Like, you need a 9 to 5 plus 1 or 2 other streams of income. I don't know that I agree. Because you are able to set and control what you're spending and and where your money is going, right? And sure, more money, more problems, but it's only more money, more problems if you are spending that money in a way that's going to cause you those problems. If you have to drive a certain car because you have an insecurity that you have to feel, because you have to impress people who probably don't even care about you, right? And so it's all a matter of, what are we doing with our time off? What are we doing with our money that's making it to where we have to have 3, 4, 5 jobs? And I know this is not for everyone. I get it that some people may have things going on, things happen and now you need more. Like, I get it. And so I'm not saying, this is not a blanket statement. This is just a statement of, listen, you control what you spend your money on. You control whether or not you and your wife have 2 cars with 2 notes and 2 insurances, or if you do what you have to do to have 1 car with 1 note and 1 insurance. And sure, maybe it's a struggle, but you're doing what you have to do so you can save money and get to where you have to get, and use that time so that you can be happy and pretty much all around have your life make sense and have it balanced. Because that balance that you're looking for, that balance that you need so that you can make extra time, so that you can do those things that you love to do, that balance really is about you. It's not about the balance of the neighbor or my brother or my sister. Or no, it's not about somebody else's balance. Balance is unique to each person. Everybody's balance is different. And so work on your balance. Your balance is what matters. And balancing your time is going to show you that you can and will have time for those things that you love to do, for that passion project, for whatever it is. That time is existent. It's there. It's not a matter of what you're doing to prioritize that, and what are you doing to hold yourself accountable so that you are doing the things that you love to do, so that you can live a life of purpose. And that's what it all comes down to, living a life of purpose. Guys, listen, please, if you take anything from this video, please make sure that you use your time wisely and that you're making time for the things that you love to do. You deserve it. You deserve the happiness. And those closest to you deserve to see you happy and deserve to be happy around you. Guys, you have that power. You can do it. You can. Guys, don't forget, be transcendent.